Wait a second. R.I.P. 𝗟𝗚𝗀𝗋
There was
High School.
There was a school shooting. This is the kid right here. New details on the suspect. 𝗟𝗀𝗃𝗀𝗃, right here. That kid. And they did something that has only happened one other time. That's unprecedented. It only happened one other time. They arrested the father. So
we're learning new details about the 9th grader charged in the killing, 𝗟𝗃𝗃𝗀.
Well, the Fox 5 I-team has poured through public records today trying to learn more about the accused teen. Late today, the I-team obtained a recording of a sheriff's office interview of 𝗟𝗃𝗃𝗃 and his father, recorded after the FBI received a tip last year about a threat to shoot up a school.
Fox 5 I-team reporter Johnny Edwards says a picture is emerging of a troubled family and, Johnny, some missed warning signs.
Right, from what we're learning, 𝗟𝗃𝗃𝗃's home life was fraught with problems. Police reports and court records concerning his parents, Colin and 𝗟𝗂𝗄, reveal a broken family. Colt living with his father, his 2 younger siblings living with their mother. 𝗟𝗂𝗃𝗃 was arrested late last year for scratching her husband's truck. Then when they arrested her, police say they found her with methamphetamines, fentanyl, and a glass pipe. She was sentenced to 46 days in jail. Also last year, 𝗟𝗃𝗃 and his father received a visit from Jackson County Sheriff's investigators. They were looking into an FBI tip. Apparently someone on a gaming app had threatened to shoot up a middle school. They believed Colt may have been involved. According to incident reports, the then 13-year-old told investigators he didn't make those threats. Here's a sheriff's investigator talking to 𝗟𝗃𝗃𝗃.
I promise I would never say something like that.
So you haven't used Discord in a few months?
No,
And you're saying you didn't say anything like that?
No, the only thing I have is TikTok, but I just go around there and watch videos.
Colt's father told police he did have guns in the house. He said they were accessible but not loaded. He said he and his son would go hunting together. He said he wanted his son away from video games and into the outdoors. Colt even shot his first deer that year. 𝗟𝗃𝗃𝗃 also told police his son had problems at school.
I've been up to school, like I'm on first name. I just was up there 3 days ago for his finals, talking to the principal, like, look, we talk about it quite a bit. All the school shootings, things that happen.
Oh,
yeah.
Hey, are you getting picked on at school? He is. He's getting picked on at school, and is everything okay? That's why I keep going up there.
After that talk, police left. They weren't able to substantiate the tip. Here's where a breakdown may have occurred. The Jackson County Sheriff tells us she believes her department alerted Jackson County schools, telling them keep monitoring 𝗟𝗃𝗃𝗃.
Oh.
In an email obtained by the I-team, a sheriff's captain tells the FBI, we have made area schools aware and will monitor this subject. But by that point, 𝗟𝗃𝗃𝗃 had already finished 8th grade at Jefferson Middle School. By 9th grade, he and his father had moved to a different county, and that's where he started at 𝗟𝗄𝗄𝗃 High School in Barrow. This is what...
Again. I mean, what the fuck? What do you do? I mean, do you just start snatching people up? I don't know what the answer is, bro. I don't know. This is there's way too much going on here.
Like if there was a threat to shoot up a school and then you go, hey, so you haven't used Discord? No, I haven't used it. That can't be the whole investigation. What do you mean, no, I haven't used it? They literally were just like, yo, have you? No, I just have TikTok. Okay, see ya. Like, dude.
The one thing that has been talked about forever and ever, really just forever and ever, is an increase in school security, and I don't understand the what the hesitation is. Oh, it's too expensive. Don't get me started with expensive, and don't get me started with money, okay? Because if you're saying money's the issue, okay, well,
every public school should have metal detectors.
I think beyond metal detector, I think there should be armed officers there. And you know what? You've got guys. You've got maybe retired military, maybe retired law enforcement, and they go there for the school day, and maybe you rotate guys out that are a serious deterrent, that have serious firepower. Listen, you're not going to combat it any other way. I mean, you're just not. Okay? It's just not going to happen. But don't get me fucking started with this money shit. Oh, we don't have the money. Bro, do you know how much money they're giving to people pouring across the fucking border? Do you know what's going on there? Look at the amount of money that we're paying out on that. Okay? Just look at it. And I don't care if you're going to, that's a bad take. You're a racist, whatever. I'm telling you something right now. This is fucking billions of dollars that we're laying out. You mean to tell me to protect children, you can't get a couple of armed guys to hang around a school all day? That's going to be a deterrent, bro. Just saying.
Tonight, terrifying moments inside the deadly school shooting in Winder, Georgia, coming into clearer focus. Killing 4 and injuring 9 at 𝗟𝗂𝗪𝗔 High School. The suspect, 14-year-old Colt Gray, now in custody and charged with 4 counts of felony murder. Investigators searching his home. Authorities say they're looking into a potential motive and how he obtained an AR-style rifle.
It was carnage. There was blood everywhere.
Well,
you could smell the...
That's why they arrested the dad. They arrested the dad for giving the kid access to these weapons. So the father now is being charged with manslaughter, endangering children, and all this other stuff. So the dad's going away, the kid's going away, and that's the way it's going to be. But you can't be given. I mean, oh, they weren't locked up, but they didn't have ammunition. What are you talking about? He had access to this shit. Oh, but they didn't have. So he's gonna go and get ammo from somewhere, whatever. And this is bullshit too. If the father's trying to cover his ass, he's full of shit. Everything was left unlocked. The kid goes in and grabs all kinds of weapons. He's fucked. The kid's a fucking whack job. He's a whack job.
Barrow County Sheriff Judd Smith says it was the suspect's second day at 𝗟𝗪𝗪𝗔 High. The FBI and Jackson County Sheriff's Office say Gray and his father were interviewed last year after receiving several anonymous tips in May 2023.
So it's not just several tips?
See, it's always after the fact. Oh, we should have done this, we should have done that. If you don't have the fucking will and the fucking balls to do something, and granted, listen, I understand. There's you have civil liberties. We have the Second Amendment. I understand all that, but if you've got someone that's clearly a fucking threat, and the FBI has been alerted, there's circumstances where you should be able to go in and do something severe, remove weapons, remove the child from the house. I don't know what the answer is. You see, I don't know what the answer is, and apparently nobody does either. But I will tell you this, though. I will tell you this. You have to be able to take professional law enforcement people with weapons, put them in a school, let them hang around all day, retired military, retired cops, and what it keeps coming back to. Oh, we don't have the money. But you got fucking billions for people walking across the border, though. Okay, I get it. That makes sense now. That makes sense. I got it.
Official containing photographs of guns. His father stated he had hunting guns in the house, but said his son did not have unsupervised access to them. With no probable cause to arrest Gray, authorities say they told local schools to monitor him.
Do you think this could have been prevented given the fact that there were already warnings about him?
Possibly. It's speculation. Again, I believe and I feel confident that the FBI, the system worked.
The sheriff says an alert system called '𝗟𝗪𝗓𝗋 worked. At about 10:20 a.m. yesterday, authorities say teachers began activating a button on their bed.
Yeah, it worked. It didn't work for those 4 kids that are dead and the other 8 that are probably going to have lifelong issues because they got injured. Okay? So I understand there's all this technology. Bottom line is you gotta have men with weapons protecting these schools. That's it. Short of that, I don't want to hear it. Buttons and everything else, I don't want to hear it. You need men with weapons protecting these schools. I don't know what else to tell you.
That placed the school on lockdown. Within minutes, officials say law enforcement arrived on scene. Sheriff Smith credits 3 school resource officers with getting the suspect to surrender within 6 minutes of the first alert from teachers.
They gave him verbal commands, and he dropped the gun, went on the ground, and they took him into custody immediately.
Among the victims, 14-year-old classmates Christian Angulo and Mason Schermerhorn, and 2 math teachers, 39-year-old Richard Aspinwall and 53-year-old Christina Irami. Adriana Phillip is a senior at 𝗟𝗂𝗍𝗂𝗧 High. She says she was in class when she heard the gunshots.
We ran to the back of the classroom and we all huddled behind the lab tables, and from where I was I could see the door, so I watched it. But then
I mean,
dude, this is the 2nd day of school, bro.
Yeah.
Are you fucking actually
I mean,
bro?
I'll tell you right now, my kid's not going back to school. Well, get back to normal. Get back to what normal? Kid's scared to death. What are you talking about? I'm going to send my kid back there again? There was a massacre. What the fuck, bro? We've been talking about this forever. And again, properly protecting these children with men with weapons, properly, it all comes down to we don't have the money. We have the fucking money. You know how I know we have the money? How do I know that? How do I know we have the money? Because we have the money! That's why! Because we have the money! What the fuck? These poor kids are ruined for the rest of their fucking lives. I mean, come on, man.
Well, I don't even watch this anymore.
Now, fuck this. Listen, man. Listen. It's heartbreaking. The families, the parents, and it's always all of this shit leading up to it. It's always the same shit. You know exactly who it is.